In this video, we're going to be going over the full process build on this Monte Carlo SS featuring all Ddaudio. This video is going to show step-by-step process of what we did to basically build all the panels, build the substructure, cover all the panels, starting with this video, which is going to be part 1. There will probably be a part 2 and part 3. If not, it will just be a part 1 and a part 2. But this video is going to show you the step-by-step process we took to build this vehicle. This by far was the biggest build we have had of 2020 and probably my career personally. So there's a lot of panels and a lot of work that went into this car. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Well, this is what we're starting with. This is the inside of the trunk before. Roll cage up there. Super huge cavity down here. So this is a little before. And here's the interior. Or what is not in the interior. Little before. So you can see what it's going to look like after. There was no carpet, no door panels, no back seat, no dash. There was nothing in the car besides pre-existing wiring. There was some carpet in the trunk, which was pretty much useless. Also, the roll cage ran into the trunk, which was kind of a problem for putting an enclosure on the top deck. Also, if anybody knows anything about Monte Carlos, none of the trunk is square at all. We started running our wiring to the rear, running both of our multiple Ddaudio amplifiers with two 8-inch ported woofers in Ddaudio enclosures. We decided to go with the largest 4-channel and the DM1000 for running the two 8-inch subs. Might be a little too much power, but we wanted to have a little bit more than not enough, especially in how large this vehicle is. We started making templates for the bottom floor because we needed to level out the trunk and get everything to where we could actually mount stuff and it wasn't lumpy or not sitting correctly. We started putting our boards down for the floor, making our false floor so that everything would sit level. Everything on the bottom of this trunk was completely lumpy, bumpy, not sitting level. We could not mount anything down to it and it sit correctly or sit straight. Basically what we wanted to do is build a substructure to mount everything to, and then we mount part of that substructure to the metal frame or metal wheel well of the car, so that way it would actually hold that substructure in place versus mounting everything to the metal of the car, because there was nowhere to mount anything to in the inside of this car. We ended up finding some metal right by the wheel wells above, where we actually ended up mounting those side pieces that we built out of 2x4s to, and it ended up holding pretty well. We ran all of our wire into the inside with Dynamat. We ran all of our power wire down the passenger side and ran all of our RCA speaker wire and remote wire all down through the center channel above the transmission tunnel. There was obviously nothing we could connect it to because the battery, engine, and dash and everything was removed when we received the vehicle. This is all the new wiring that's put in, going all the way to the rear. RCAs and everything are ran down the center tunnel underneath the carpet. And then once this dash is in, which we did not do any of this wiring, we're going to rewire everything underneath here for the radio and all that when it goes in the center console that's being custom built for it. The amps are going to go back there. Let me ask you a question, Ted. Do you see anything wrong here? We got no engines! We started to build our substructure out of 2x4s so that everything was strong, considering this car is going to make at least above 800 wheel horsepower. We bolted everything down with metal brackets, metal L brackets, and metal braces. We wanted it to be just as strong as anything that would be able to hold probably above 50 to 80 pounds or any type of pressure from when this car dead hooks. We did not want anything to shift or break. All right, we're getting ready to wire up the DM1000 and the C4100. We've got all of our bracing and everything in here. We built to hold all of our plates and all of our, panels and everything that we're going to be doing in here. We're getting ready to wire up this nasty mess, so that's getting ready to be done. Wiley's over here wiring everything into the back for the ground. So we're going to change all that. Please excuse our mess. We were in the middle of wiring everything up. We do have the power wires somewhat looking nice in this video, but all the other wires are a complete mess. We will clean those up later in this video.
Did find it. I'm getting like 17.6.
All right, we're getting all this wired up. Still got a lot more wiring to do on this side. Got a lot more zip ties and everything, but everything's getting wired up. Looking really nice. We did finally get all the crossovers mounted. All the wiring ran for the speaker wires, starting to look somewhat more presentable. We even ran the bass control knob, RCAs and everything, so everything's all mounted down with zip ties and zip tie attachments so that we could just screw it in. At this point, we have everything metal bracketed down, zip tied down, zip tie brackets down. We're basically ready to start moving on from the substructure and start building our panels. This is the first panel that we started out with. Awesome. Trying to get this big old bead screwed in. That way I can get a really good structure built in this. Alright, we got this board mounted up. All the holes are countersunk in, that way it's flush. And then we're gonna build another piece that's gonna go on top of here and right there. We had to build this whole entire skeleton structure to be able to mount all of our panels to, because nothing in this vehicle has any kind of metal or anything to hold on to, and then the panels will just flop around, and this is a race car and we don't need that. So starting on this piece now, we're gonna start working on that. Damn near.
I just wish we had the whip on this one.
That's the only thing that I was sitting here thinking about is lost. What about? I know from,
Went from the template and we cut it all out of wood.
Looks pretty good, but this is just going to be the bottom.
We ended up getting everything mounted down where it's all 100% secure and held into the trunk securely. We wanted to make sure that this part was the most, I guess you would want to say, strongest part, because a lot of the panels are going to attach themselves to this one part right here.
All right, so we drilled basically our holes right here and right here to install our snap balls. Basically, you want to call them snap pop things, whatever. So basically we will pull up on this side, pull up on this side, just like so. And then this piece will come off, and underneath here is our snap balls that we installed, the little snap pop things, so that this piece will just, you know, snap right into here and make it super easy to snap on. So that'll be nice, so that way we don't have to worry about any kind of problems with, you know, things popping off. And then this piece will just literally just snap right in, and then we don't have to worry about anything. So that'll be really nice. So this piece is almost complete. I've got to bodywork all this stuff back here.
We did complete the top piece, and we actually routed it out and started on the bodywork. We wanted to make sure we got this part complete and looking really nice, because a lot of the panels fit off of this one piece. This is going to be the end of video 1. Stay tuned for video 2. It's going to start going more in depth of all the panels that we are building.